Hi, my name is Patrick Jackson, and today I'm going to be reviewing my portfolio for my Master's in Educational Leadership. Um, Getting started, we're going to look at my artifacts folder. This is the tool that I use to organize all of my evidence for the tasks that I completed, and I also kept some of my materials in that just to have quicker access to them as well. My goals video that I put together gives a good glimpse of my background, where I come from, and also gives a good depiction of where I want to be in the next 5 years, the next 10 years, and beyond. In the next 5 years, I would like to secure a position as an assistant principal, hopefully with Wichita Public Schools, and use that 5 years to gain experience and kind of diversify my tools to be a successful building leader. And then hopefully in the next 10 years, being able to secure a building principal position to continue leading towards success and making an impact at that level. Beyond 10 years, I would also like to possibly pursue a district level leadership position and continue to affect change by being in different positions throughout my career to see what kind of impact I can make on hopefully moving Wichita Public Schools in the right direction. My leadership philosophy was a chance for me to evaluate different leadership styles, reflect on different leaders that I have in my life, and kind of looking at their values and principles to put together what I believe is the way that I'm going to lead. And so I determined that my leadership style is democratic. I like to work collaboratively to empower people to make change. And I also like to do that to show value to them. I'm a strong believer that by showing value in others, you truly pull out their potential, and then leaning on that potential to help affect change for student success. The plan of study is an organizational tool that was used to make sure that we stayed on track. So I have my courses filled out in that, what semesters and what years I took different courses to ensure that I had everything done before starting my practicum. In my resume, highlight my experiences, my skills, and my awards, as well as tasks that I've worked on up to this point in my career. Highlighted in this, I would say, is my skills and awards that make me a strong candidate for building leadership. Having experience as a data lead and data analysis is one of my strong skills, as well as my experience with cultural relevancy and cultural proficiency. And my awards, my Young Professional of the Year nomination, my Physical Education Teacher of the Year nomination, as well as my Distinguished Classroom Teacher and Wichita Public Schools award that I won in 2018. Those are things that I believe pushed me towards leadership. Having the experience of winning those awards and reflecting on the application process really led me to think about all the ways that I've supported students and other teachers, and felt like building leadership is a direction I should move into. And that really kind of took root with that 2018 award. Two tools that we had for organization was our activities form that we were able to fill out. It was easy to use. It put all of our information into a spreadsheet, and so I could keep track of the hours that I was gaining experience, as well as making sure that I was hitting the different components for the standards, and I had the numbers that I needed to complete that task. The activities tracker was a very similar tool that was used to do kind of a similar job, just keeping track, visually seeing what all standards and components are being hit, making sure that each level, district, elementary, and secondary, have the sufficient number of standards and components in them. And one thing that I found very helpful with this, as simple as it is the color coordination of the different standards and components really kind of helped me make sure that I was working on the right ones at the right time. My administration verification form, I was able to work with my principal via Teams to get this done. As I reviewed my portfolio work with her, she filled it out to verify the tasks that I've completed and the work that I've done. And so that shows that she saw that in me and saw me get things done. I was able to have one verification form being at a K-8 building. I was able to do all my work under my principal for the practicum. The annotated bibliography was a pretty large task, but it was a very useful task in being reflective and really getting a gauge and understanding for the learning that took place during our coursework. The 11 guiding questions that we used to accumulate our 33 articles really hit a very specific and useful array of elements for being a building leader, some of which may have fallen out of the forefront of my mind in earlier coursework, but was able to bring it back as I reviewed some of these articles. And then not only that, but in reviewing the articles, really getting a better understanding, looking at the activity work that I did throughout the practicum, and then being able to kind of use these articles to reflect on that and really get a good understanding for the roles, responsibilities, and elements that go into being a building leader. Looking at my different level activities, starting with district level, this was an opportunity for me to work within our district, participating in different group activities with building leaders, different activities with teachers across the district, and getting myself out there to actually have an impact, not just on a building, but on the district, and interact on a bigger scale. And so I was able to participate in leadership professional learnings. I was able to work collaboratively with building principals and building assistant principals from other schools in developing some thoughts and ideas and reviewing systems for my building. And I was also able to be a part of a district-wide panel discussion on cultural relevancy and inclusion. And that was something that I gained a lot of experience just being able to work with a broad group of people and listening to multiple perspectives on what is kind of a tough topic, but a very relevant subject. And so my district level experience that I gained from these tasks was very helpful in promoting skills on a bigger scale, working with larger groups of people, and working collaboratively with other building leaders. And so I really enjoyed the work I was able to do communicating with and for our district. At the elementary level, I was able to complete a lot of these tasks in my building and other buildings in the district. Some of the activities I like to highlight is my work reviewing the vision and mission statement at Gordon Parks with the administrative team. In my role this year as the Dean of Students, I was part of the administrative team, so I was able to sit in and work on most of the systems and a lot of the big bang for your buck items, especially at the beginning of the school year, getting ready for the COVID year that we had. Along the same lines, being able to review assessment data and come up with implementation suggestions for our staff that I was able to present to my principal and get the okay to present to our staff. Using data as the data lead in my role as Dean of Students to work closely with grade level teachers in grouping students and making sure they had the support they needed to be successful, as well as taking part in the evaluation process of teachers. I was able to come up with my own evaluation tool. I didn't participate in Marzano evaluations like administrators did because I'm not Marzano trained, but they did have me come up with my own evaluation tool to ensure that we were seeing certain elements in our building that we deemed as non-negotiable, such as AVID strategies, Wicker strategies, capturing kids' hearts, elements, as well as elements of Stoic, and making sure that we were building positive environments within our building, and then also having the opportunity to have conversations with teachers and give them usable feedback or just support what they're already doing to ensure that those strong practices continue. Getting ready for this year with COVID, also changing a lot of our systems changing maps, changing hallway traffic and flow, being able to communicate that with staff as well as parents to ensure that everything ran smooth. That was something I was actually individually tasked with, so I had a lot of fun putting together things such as arrival and dismissal procedures, new recess and lunch procedures, hallway procedures, and even with the way things were this year, having to come up with a restroom schedule where classes had individually scheduled times to use a restroom to ensure proper sanitation in between. In my secondary activities, again, a lot of things I was able to complete in my building. Some I had to work outside of my building with high schools to get done, but utilizing some of my utilizing some of my coursework in this one, I was able to present data for our staff to kind of depict some of the barriers that we see in our district being so large, kind of getting a good understanding of where our students and families are coming from and why it's so important that we utilize our resources responsibly, why we seek resources and community support. Because our district is so large, we get spread pretty thin, and our students need every bit of support they can get. And so using this tool as a way to advocate for that with our staff was a really fun activity and also powerful activity. Coming up with a virtual behavior continuum to work with our virtual school year this year was an activity that I got to do, and it really gave me a good idea of not only communicating expectations, but also considerations that need to be taken in place when devising a plan, especially for behaviors when there's consequences involved. And so that was something I was able to do. Working on my secondary activities, another task that I really felt strongly about, that I really helped kind of well round my experience, was my work with the instructional protocol. This is a step that I took to communicate with our staff to ensure that instruction was taking place correctly, especially this year with COVID and knowing that students lost a quarter of school last year. Students are going to lose quite a bit this year just because of the changes that we made. And so really communicating the expectation of what effective instruction looks like, having a good chunk of work time to allow students to actually dig in and get a deeper understanding. And with our secondary, as I look at their practices, not holding their hand or helping them get through, but actually having them work through it, even if it's a struggle, so they can actually build those skills and learning how to learn on their own. And so that was a really important thing that I took on as a task with my secondary. In reflection, for the exploration stage, I came into this practicum thinking that my role of Dean of Students was going to kind of take care of everything. I was working on the administrative team, and so all the jobs and requirements were just going to happen because I was doing my job. And so after beginning the process, what I gleaned was then that I had to be active. I couldn't rely on that. I actually had to seek opportunities. I couldn't wait around for my principal to ask me to do something. I had to recognize things that needed to get done. And I really felt like that did a great job of kind of rounding out my experience with building leadership. Was the idea that intention and that purposefulness is what gets things done, and seeking those opportunities to gain experience rather than just waiting for them to come to me. I had a lot of kind of doubt, and so this is kind of a humbling experience for me. A lot of confidence in myself going into it, but once I started working on it, was really kind of doubtful if I was actually gaining the experience that I needed to be successful as an administrator. And so having the opportunity to get into some of these tasks and activities, working with my administrative team, really kind of helped re-encourage me and build my confidence back up that I was doing a good job and getting done what I needed to be an effective building leader. And through the end of this program, what I gleaned is that I do feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm prepared, and I feel like the experience that I seek really helped me get a good understanding for what the roles and responsibilities of being a building level principal are.